face. Let me change face, okay?
So creepy.
It's so creepy. Here's another thing I love about you, and you just take it, okay?
Okay.
Is, stand-up comedy is something I started with in 1995. I signed up for open mic. I'd never done anything before, acted, nothing. I just walked off the streets and signed up at a open mic in San Diego. And I started doing it. I went up every night, bombed for years. And I got to a point, I moved to LA, and I did all the rigmarole and all the things that you need to do. And I got to a place where, oh shit, I can audition for shows now. And I got on the Tonight Show and I did all the things, right? And so, I feel like I am a organic, stand-up.
Sure.
Okay? And, as comics, when we talk, right, we see actors and other people from other fields, right? Crossover and do stand-up, right? And it takes a lot for us to give that person its rightful credit and go, that person's a stand-up now. Because I know thousands of people actors and other people that have crossed over, and I went, fuck that guy. That guy should not be doing it. But you're the type of stand-up that you should be doing it because you proved your worth.
Well, thanks, man.
And I'll tell you why I say that. It was one night you were at the store or whatever, you were talking with a bunch of comics, you were hanging out. When in my head, I thought, it was not a question that you shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like, I looked at you like I looked at Whitney Cummings or any of these other people, like, oh, cool, Steve's here, my friend, a comic, right? A long time ago when I saw you staple your nutsack at the Mint, right, back in the day, right, I wouldn't even fathom that I would even accept that. Like, there's a rare case. You are like that. Obviously, Theo Von, because Theo Von didn't come from, a stand-up. He had to change, or he had to reinvent himself, right? And you did, and I knew this also when you invited me and Ian over to your house, because you were working on your first special, to give you notes. And Ian and I still talk about it, how we respected that you wanted our, notes and your help with your special. It was like, I just, my hat's off to you. I was going to say this earlier on the podcast, then you attacked me about the fucking and I literally thought to myself, I'm not even going to say this fucking bullshit from this fuckface. But then I decided to fucking do it anyway, because I really do mean that, man.
All right.
How do you feel about it?
I super love you. I super appreciate your kind words. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I loved that you were willing to come over to check out this. And if I recall correctly, it was like, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks before I was actually going to tape the special.
Yeah.
And I had you guys come over. I asked you to come over to view like the last show I had taped,
Yeah.
Oh, what should I do? And you were like, hey, man, maybe next time, why don't you... let's do this a little fucking sooner when it's not like next week. You know? Like, and I also remember too that you're being very kind because, dude, I wasn't ready to fucking tape that special. Like,
oh, you wish you hadn't done it?
It wasn't that I wish that I hadn't done it. It was just that like there was a lot that just for where I was at that time, it couldn't have come out any better. But where I was at that time was very early in the process.
Yeah.
And here's something that I have a lot of regret about, which is that the very thing that we did that night, sit down and watch a whole set, was something that I recoiled at the idea of. I think a lot of stand-up comedians have a lot of difficulty actually watching a video recording of their performance. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable. They don't want to fucking do it, and it's the most important fucking thing that you could possibly do. And it's actually recklessly irresponsible to avoid playing back your performance and watching it. And here's where I got really fucking lucky, is that after I taped that first special, the one that candidly I was not ready to tape, then I just got about to putting together my new hour. There I am on the road, and I'm putting it. I'm like, okay, no more sex stories. Now I'm gonna get into like the actual, there's some interesting shit. And I'm telling these crazy stories, and it's all working reasonably well. But one night, as I was performing my set, I had this fucking thought. Holy shit! The stories that I'm telling in this new hour, like for the most part, all happened on camera. So, oh my God, what if my next special is a stand-up special, but as I tell these stories, the footage of the stories actually happening is edited into it, so it's multimedia.
Yeah.
Be the world's first, as far as I know, multimedia stand-up comedy special.
Yeah.
My head exploded. I got so fucking excited. Right away I fucking went about recording my next big show in a theater. And I had to fucking see how this was going to work. So I took that footage of the show, brought it into my computer, and I just started editing it to take the fucking, put it together. And that forced me to not only watch the footage, but to study it, because now frame by frame I'm plugging in the footage of the stories happen, and I'm plugging. Impossible for me to do that without watching the footage of the stand-up.
Yeah.
And as I was doing it, there was just so many things that drove me. Yes, it was uncomfortable, but as I was watching myself perform the stand-up, like, I fucking hate the way I do that. That fucking insecure, laughing at my own joke, like, oh, come on, it's funny, right? Like that shit. And like just little fucking things that, and they bothered me, but I was studying the footage, and you know what? And then I go back out on the road and I started addressing these things. Nothing brought about the progression, the improvement in my stand-up performance, like at a faster rate, more than.
You know what, dude? You just fucking, because when you were talking, I got so insecure because I've never seen me do stand-up.
But I mean, dude, you're great.
But I've never. No, here's the thing, I need to get better. We all have that. I see the holes in my stand-up. I see what I need to improve on, and I'm so afraid to look at myself. And I think once we slowly get out of this pandemic, I'm gonna start doing that.
I mean, I think it's huge. And I remember when you and Ian were in my living room, we watched that set. Like
that was brave of you to do that.
Well, I mean, it was reckless to not do it sooner.
Yeah.
But I remember Ian. I forget what he was pointing to, but there was something. He found a very kind, diplomatic way to say, "Dude, like this, some dynamic about what you're doing in this performance is really fucking not working."
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
I think I remember going. I think I remember going to, like, kind of nudging Ian and go, "Hey, no. Don't. You'll staple your nutsack to your fucking."
He was completely fucking right.
Yeah.
He was very kind the way he said it, and there wasn't time for me to make these fundamental changes in what it was.
But
doing.
I think that normally, back in the day, I think we wouldn't have come over there if we didn't think that you were, putting in the work to do it. I think I don't want to name names, but there are people, that are still doing stand-up that are crossover, right? That I wouldn't go to their house to help them because they just don't have. I think what it is stand-ups. You could have been a stand-up if that's what you started with. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, sure.
You just found this other way to express yourself, right?
I think that, again, thank you. And I believe that
So polite.
I believe that my motivation in literally everything that I do is pure because it's driven by the fact that I am such a needy attention whore. That's all there is to it. That's the secret to what makes me tick. I am a fucking needy attention whore. I will shove shit all the way up my ass for attention. I don't care. And so it's the same, whatever that is, whatever that is that makes me so just hungry for attention, it drives me to the stage to get on and perform stand-up comedy. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was when I first started doing it, it was a real like departure, man. Like in the beginning, I was like, okay, I did all the Jackass stuff, and now switching gears. Now I'm gonna do stand up.
Yeah.
And I would do some tricks, some stunts in my shows and stuff. But like, I was really legitimately just, okay, now I'm gonna fucking do what it takes. I'm gonna go for it. I don't care if people believe I should be doing it or not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm all in. And then, it was only when my head exploded, I'm gonna fucking do multimedia on my next special. And then I got to starting to record new stuff and build stand up out of that. And then, and I only just put this out, this multimedia stand up comedy special. It's called Gnarly. And I put it out on my own website. And I'm fucking thrilled with it.
So people can watch it now.
Right now. It just came out.
Oh, we have a very, very, very fun episode today. We got the wonderful Whitney Cummings on. But before we start the show, we'd like to thank our sponsor. If you'd like more info or just want to use Tiger Belly codes, you can go to viore.com/belly for the most and softest clothing for yoga, and betterhelp.com/belly and athleticgreens.com/belly. Use those codes, get some discounts, and also support the show at the same time. Also, if you want to grab your Tiger Belly collectible, just scan the QR code on the screen or hit the link down in the description. Play the intro music.
First of all, that's rude what you just did.
I like it, Whitney. That was funny.
That was bad.
Yeah. That was rude what you just did.
Buttercup.
Yeah, because why can't a man look at his girlfriend, a friend of, and go, nice nipples?
Yeah, why can't that happen?
And it's not a sexual thing. I've never looked at you in a sexual way.
It's a respect thing.
You know what I mean? I look at you like
I'm calling Ronan Farrow because I actually prefer sexual abuse to emotional abuse, and that's what you're doing right now.
Oh, really?
Like, I've never wanted to have sex with you. The only thing worse than a guy sexually harassing you is emotionally harassing.
Okay, let me let me restate what I just said then, okay? Let me try to get to it right. Obviously, you're attractive, and there are men that like you, right? I just don't find you attractive. That's my own personal taste. But
why are you mocking the person that thinks
I'm not.
I got the,
I'm not doing
they
that.
have Down
No.
syndrome? Why are you doing an impression of your brother when you do that?
Guys that look like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Handsome dudes with pecs. You know what I mean? And six packs.
Ugh.
But they're also very.
Stop giving Kalila ideas of people to date.
yeah. But I just I looked at your nipples, and it was not in a sexual way.
Said it in a higher register.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
we would say nice nipples. Say again.
Try to higher.
Higher.
Oh, nice nipples.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that better?
I don't think any nipples to men are not nice. Like when I think that a lot of the like breast hating, but it comes from our women ourselves.
Yeah, I
like,
think so.
When I made that robot, I went to the sex robot factory and they told me the number one request from men when they were customizing, do I make more noise or do you have more do I open that little Pandora's box over there?
All right. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
No. I want you to continue, but now I have something to say.
Well,
but go
dude, I
ahead.
had a whole plan of something I was going to say up top, and of course, I don't know why I was. Of course, we're already talking about nipples. That the number one request from people that have sex, make sex dolls, is dark, very large nipples.
Big areolas.
That's
or
kind
nipples?
of weird because think about it, Whitney. Women, when they get pregnant and prepare for breastfeeding, their nipples become charcoal looking because it allows the baby for more contrast when the baby's eyes
find the
haven't.
nipple.
Exactly. So like men just are babies.
Black nipple?
So your nipples turn into X-Men.
Dude, they become
They
very
turn into
dark.
Mystique.
Mystique. It could transform.
They're like a mood ring.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. And then larger, and then they have to get larger.
Larger.
I have a
Get bigger.
question. Why do you keep referring it to a robot? Is it a doll or a robot?
It's a sex robot.
He's gonna have a few.
No, what I'm saying is a robot has you know what I mean, talk and it's animatronic, right?
Okay, I get it. You don't follow me on Instagram. I've only posted about it for 3 years straight.
No, I've seen it. I've just never seen it move. Does it talk and whatnot?
It's a doll when it's off, and it's a robot when it's on.
And when you turn it on, what does it do?
It can talk. It can engage with you.
Oh, I did not know. So
Wait,
my
no.
bad. It is a robot. My bad. It is a robot.
These questions have there are reasons for this question. He's gonna try to court your robot next.
Please.
No.
Yeah,
I
by the
think
way,
so.
it would go great with all these weird ass fucking statues you have in your in your foyer.
Yeah.
Wait, I just found out that we've collectively as a society been having sex the wrong way.
Hold up. I just want to say one last thing about your robot. Does it have a vaginal part?
It does, and I put pantyhose. I was.
But
so,
there's a hole that you can stick your penis in.
Yes.
Okay, I don't want it then. Go ahead.
That was the.
I mean, you can stick someone else's penis in and watch. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're into these.
What
days.
about if it had a penis?
No, I wouldn't. What? I'm not gay, baby.
Okay.
Can I say something just really fast?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Claim my space here.
Yeah.
We've all been touring a lot, and now that the pandemic's over, I'm going to say something sincere.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say something sincere.
For once in
And
your
it's
life,
going
go
to make me
ahead.
emotional.
Go ahead.
So I just did, I don't know, 50 cities, or, we had to make up all those dates and, shot a special like at the end and was getting ready to shoot the special. And when I say that the Tiger Belly fans are the most gracious, kind, some have a milky eye, but mostly the most, I mean, cause and they come in your merch and they're like, they're so, I know you know this, but for them to come to someone else's show and be so gracious and so like, I mean, it's a testament to you, we do need to talk about because your podcast, it is a telenovela at this point. But they are just the most wonderful people.
They're the best.
That
the
hurts
very
me.
best.
I mean,
that hurts me.
Okay.
It really bums me out that they would even go to your show.
Trust me. It's like people in a cult
Fucking
that are like,
betrayal,
can you
dude.
help us get out? And I just want to say that. I did
And
not
you know
say
what?
this on Tim
And on
Pool's
behalf
podcast.
of my fans, God bless you and take care. And they love you. We love you. And you're a part of our family. So
I'm
that's
sure there's
why.
some that don't, and that's fine. It's very, I feel like we're at a point where it's not about how many tickets you're selling or how many people. It's the quality of your fans. If you don't want to hang out with your fans, what are we doing?
Yeah, I have great fans.
We really do.
You both do.
We really do.
It is because I mean now you can tell the Stern fans, the Rogan fan, like it's the Segura, the Mom's House fans. I mean I know that everyone's fan of everyone.
When we had our live show, I had and I'm so socially like anxious. I didn't have a problem hugging anyone.
You did not.
Who came up to my face. I mean, I was the huggiest I'd ever been in my life, and I was happy to hold them.
It's a really cool thing because in the beginning I toured. You're not one of these people, Bobby, but where I would open for people and their fans were like, they would want to just get off stage as quickly as possible. Like they didn't like their own fans. And you'd see like, I was like, oh God, would be a nightmare of your own creation. If by whatever you talk about or whatever you do, you have to perform.
I think the problem though is this. I love Joe McHale.
Oh,
Joel?
Is his name Joel McHale?
Yeah.
That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Joel McHale, but I know that he dabbles in podcasting, but most of his fans are from things that they've seen him, like community fans or whatever, acting, his acting, maybe some of his hosting
How
stuff.
badly
Right?
does he want to kill Dak Shepard?
You know what I mean?
Imagine?
I think podcasting fans are different because they sort of follow along with your life. They know kind of they're in sync with your point of view.
and they already accept you for whatever it is you
it's
are.
a different fan base.
Well, it's also people that are super, super funny. Y'all play to the top of your intelligence. You're also very open about, and people. That's all I'm going to say. They're just very forgiving and loving, and that's all.
Thanks
And
for saying that, Whitney.
Thank you, Steph, for saying that.
It was like really made me just so happy for you both, because a lot of times you look at people, or like this person's on a TV show, they made it. This person is doing a big tour, they made it. They're playing Radio City, they got to. I kind of think you made it is you like your fans. You want to be friends with the people that come and see you.
Well, then let me get one of my resentments out then. And I want everyone's opinion about it. May I? All right. So this morning I matched with this blonde girl from Hinge, right? And with the way.
You think was her name Taylor?
No. What? Wait, is that the person that?
Yeah, my nanny. We just at the house. We met. I said, "Well, I'm going to go see Bobby." She said, "Oh, he's on Hinge all the time."
But
Yeah.
did she match with him? Did she say yes to him?
No, she said she swiped the
she
other
was
way.
trying to find. No, she was trying to find him or something, right?
Yeah, but why didn't she? She doesn't like me.
No, she does. I mean, she's not single anymore. I don't.
Oh,
think
she's
so.
not single anymore. That's
Let me
what
try
the
to get her on the phone. Go.
All right, yeah.
But I was trying to.
Well, how about this? We'll do the phone call. Let me just because I need
Go
your
ahead.
full, Mr. Stamos. I mean, John. I need your full fucking attention.
You're not going to get that.
No, I'm not. Can I try?
Okay, no.
Can I try?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Bob thought you were so fucking funny too. I just remembered some stuff too because I always said I wanted to meet you, and I saw you at the Comedy Store a couple times.
Yeah.
in the hallways.
Yeah.
It was like
I know because when I look at you, I honestly, can I be real with you?
No, come
I'm
on.
intimidated by you.
Please come on.
Not anymore.
Yeah, good.
I see right through it. I really do. It's bullshit. What
Yeah,
you're doing.
totally. I mean,
Well,
It's-
when he comes in here with me, it kind of lowers his stature.
Well, yeah, but he's got this like weird polyester kind of suit. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, you
He's
look
a real
good.
person.
You look good, dude. So can I tell you the
I
story?
was at Elton. We played all day yesterday, and then late last night. I'm tired, but that's why I'm so happy to see you. Why did? So
So
how was the break? Like, who broke up with who?
Let me finish this. John, let me-
I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Are you Filipino too?
yeah. You can't tell?
Yeah, shaka bra.
Shaka. That's Hawaiian. Shaka brada.
Dakabada.
that's
All
not
right,
good.
that's Hawaiian. But anyway, so
Salamat
I
po.
matched with this girl on Hinge, right?
Yeah.
And I go, so we match, and I go, hey-o.
Oh, hey.
How do you
what's your
spell
open?
that?
What? That's my opening.
Oh no, that's not a good one.
I know. I've never done that. I've never done that before.
I'll tell you what we like after that. Go ahead.
How
What do you like?
I like hi with a lot of eyes.
I've done that. They never respond.
Hi.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Hey-o, she responded. But she
How do you
responded.
spell heyo first?
So I went Heyo. Exclamation mark. Heyo.
And
right?
she didn't answer back.
She did.
Oh,
But this is her response.
okay, go ahead.
On one of my profile pics is a photo of me and Theo Vaughn.
Oh no.
And she goes, hey, I don't want you to feel like shit, but can you tell Theo Vaughn
Oof.
I think you're fucking, he's hot.
Oh, that's rough.
And I literally almost started to cry.
Oh God.
Who's Theo Vaughn?
Exactly. That was the first thought in my mind. Like, why would you know that piece of shit, right?
Why would you put a picture of
Yeah, why would
Theo
you?
there?
Because I thought it was like going to be a thirst trap.
You know
It
what?
is-
No one.
it is kind of
You know what? No one will care about a picture of you and me. Let's do that.
Yes.
Dude,
Let's take it right now. Put it on there.
here's what we're going to do. After this podcast, I am going to take a photo of you and I,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sitting on the couch, right? And I'm going to use that as one of my profiles.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
But if I get any of like, hey, can you tell John Stamos I said hi?
Yeah.
It'll break my fucking heart.
You don't want to do that.
Maybe we
You're-
should
You're
do
going
it.
about it wrong.
Okay, well,
You're-
teach me. That's why I'm asking you.
This is a trick girls have known for a long time. Am I right? You want to take a picture with someone who's much less
Thank
attractive.
you. Yep.
You don't want to go.
But famous.
Famous is fine, but either way, you want to go. You're famous enough. You're
Pretty
famous.
famous.
So you want to go with someone less attractive. Like
also
take a
just-
picture
Tim Dillon.
with Tim Dillon.
Right.
Then you look like John Stamos.
Right. I want to be the John Stamos in the photo.
Right. You don't want to have John Stamos in the photo.
But theoretically, I mean, what you're saying is that you're already out allowed saying that Theo Vaughn is more attractive than I am.
you have a beautiful energy.
I see. So yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying he's better looking.
I mean, it's not. It's what it is.
Can I just ask you a couple of questions? Right?
Absolutely.
So in terms of good energy or whatever, how about me compared to someone like Anthony Jeselnik?
Your energy is much better. than
Okay, good. So
Energy.
now I
You're
get
one
what
of my
you're saying.
favorite energies. I come in here and
Okay.
I'm like, it's kind of like probably what clouded the looks for you is his energy. It's like a smoke bomb, and you walk in and you're like, you probably didn't even see him for the first time.
I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think Bobby is hot.
He is-
Physically.
and I do too, but I think that's sort of like what's that superhero that has the smell that puts on you? Uma Thurman. What was that thing?
Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy. Yeah, you come in here and it's just like, and you're just
What?
so,
I'm Poison Ivy.
yeah, you're lovable, and I just like I want to suck his dick.
Right.
Yeah, like
so
how-
basically, I did like air format of what Bill Cosby did, except
So-
you used a pill.
Yeah, I want to cuddle you.
No.
I want
I'm not that. Okay. I think your mind is twisted right now, and I think. Can I just say this?
Yes.
You're doing the East Coast thing,
Okay.
right? You don't.
Do I look very East Coast to you right now?
No.
I just walked in with a
I know,
showrunner
you're right.
and an American icon.
You're right. My bad. Well, what I'm saying.
Which other podcast guest came in with fucking one of the cast from Full House?
You're right. But I have to stand to say this, right? Because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Can I- what I'm saying is that you're wrong. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
8 years you've been doing this? Like how? Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so what I'm saying to you is this, all right?
Yes.
You fucking greasy fucker.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been dating, no offense,
Yeah.
I've been dating other women from variety of different things, right?
Yeah.
And they look at me and they tell me right to my eyes, right, that I'm fucking sexy as fuck. And I don't think they're lying,
Right.
right? I really am sexy to them.
If you weren't funny, do you think they would say that?
Oh my God.
I'm just being honest.
What?
Have you seen my wife? Have you ever seen my wife?
Hot.
She's hottie. The only one out of the three of us that would still have a hot wife if we weren't funny or talented is right there.
Garcia?
I think you're right.
No, not
you know,
me.
No, not you for
No.
sure.
No, my
Garcia
wife's
has a hot
hot,
wife.
but it's because I'm
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like a carny.
And Rich.
Yeah,
I mean, you work at a county fair.
absolutely.
Yeah. With the shooting machine.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I mean, you have a meth thing. And that's why, that's why you're incredible.
Yeah.
It's like Rick Rubin, when you first see him,
Yeah.
he's like this fat, greasy, back in
You're
the day.
wrong about Rick Rubin.
No, back in the day, we used to see him at the Comedy Store, and he used to be like, you didn't know who he was. You're like, is this a homeless fat man or
I'm
whatever?
telling you, he came out of the water. I saw him at a beach, and he looked like a magical man.
My point is, Garcia,
Yeah.
right? I love it because you're like, you look like one thing, but you're the other.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I'm the same way then, too.
Every picture of my wife and I looks like a kidnapping video. Like our Christmas card, she should be holding like a newspaper.
Right.
Yeah, that's
really funny.
That's
With the dates and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Proof of life. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're the same in that way.
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I like that about
Do you
you.
want to intro the show, finally?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, do the countdown.
Five, four.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Fuck the countdown, all right? Well, we're already deep in it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Tiger Belly. I'm your host, Bobby Lee. We've got Kalila in the room, right? We got fucking Gilbert in the room.
All right.
We got these two guys, this guy. We got Stamos, Yan, Garcia. We got the whole clan. Give them a round of applause. You're leaving? Are you leaving?
No, are you guys brothers? And this guy,
Yeah. What?
what's your John?
John Nunn.
John, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, he's hiding his face all the
Yeah.
time.
I
know.
Don't
Because
hide your face. You're
he's
a handsome
high.
guy too.
Yeah.
He's high.
Oh.
Are you high right now? Why do you always look high? This guy's the fucking best.
He's
man.
the greatest.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
He's the greatest.
Right. So you guys are close friends then, eh?
We've become friends, and
yeah.
I love him to death. He's great.
Well, how did it first start? You did his pod. Did you
He
do his
actually
pod-
reached out to me, believe it or not, and
Oh, I
he was
love
like,
Well, he was saying all these funny things about me, and, and they were very flattering. And I think we were in Florida or something. And yeah, I guess I reached out, but there's not a good story. Is it?
No, I make
felt-
it up
felt-
then.
he was just like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I think you're funny, and I was like, Mr. Stamos. And I-
Right.
It's so weird. Well,
And then how long have you guys been hanging out then?
about a year.
Oh, that's cool.
Over a year. Yeah, a little bit over a year.
the Greek thing, and then
Yeah, we're
What's-
both Greek too, so that helps.
yeah, we've talked. About
Yeah. We talked about
There's
that.
not a lot of us.
How
There's
long
not a
have you
lot.
guys been split up now?
4 months.
4 months?
Say 5-6 months.
No, way longer than that.
And was it?
Well, I
just-
mean, technically, no. I have to say this.
ahead.
Technically, what we put out there, it was 4 months ago.
Yeah,
though.
but we've been separated for
a
about
while.
year.
Are you
Yeah.
still? It's okay. You guys. Who broke up? I mean, was it? It couldn't be mutual, right? I mean,
It's a mutual.
seriously, you
Yeah.
were like, okay. Is the,
Yeah.
Did you guys not want kids? You didn't want to get married or anything?
We did at one point, but
Yeah, at one point.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Did you go to
felt
counseling at
hopeful
all?
for
or-
Yeah, we did
years,
the counseling
yeah.
thing. Yeah, John, we did. Yeah. Fucking counseling. And we did that. Yeah,
You know, I
and,
just-
we've
I
done
believe
other
in-
things too. We read books, we communicated. We did the whole fucking thing. And it's like, I don't know why you're bringing it up again. We already went through that. You know what I mean? And we're still doing the podcast together. Obviously, we're friends and we love each other. And the future's like wide open.
Has she brought any dudes home yet?
No, we don't do that. We haven't done that. We
He's. I think he hit the ground running. I'm taking a slower approach.
Good. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Very mature, very mature. I commend you both.
Oh, thank you.
And I love you both very dearly. And it's very inspiring to see, and it makes me want to leave.
They
my
broke
wife.
up. What's so inspiring? I mean, they
I'm
failed.
like, hey, I look at
Failed.
my wife and I'm like, we could do it. Look at Bobby.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. I felt stuck so many times in my life, and you know how you feel unstuck? You do something about it. And the way you do something about it is you do BetterHelp, because it's the best online therapy in the market. You feel free, you know what I mean? All those, the trauma that's stuck in your body, it gets released.
Yep, and these therapists are trained to help you figure out what's causing these challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills. I love that BetterHelp has a journal feature. I love that if I'm not vibing with a therapist, that I have the option to switch out to a new one. I love that I can get matched with a therapist in just under 48 hours. You guys, therapy is such an essential part of my life, and I couldn't encourage you more to get started on therapy as well.
As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online, plus it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/belly.
I'll tell, but we really are very good friends.
I know.
And we really do love each other.
Like each other's company.
Like each other's company.
I think at the end of the day, like we still even. Oh shit!
It's time to go.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
We're running out of
How do you
tape.
turn that off? Oh my God! Why
What
is
is
that
it?
now? It's this fucking machine. Every once in a while.
Are we gonna die?
Yeah, but what happens when you turn it off? There's no hot water.
What
8
machine
years
is
we've
it?
been doing this. 8 years.
I'm so sorry.
Did you? What are you?
8 years. You must be made some money, right?
How did you get two?
yeah.
You have two Scandinavian guys. Where do they come from?
With the Scandinavian, these two?
Yeah.
He's Spanish.
He's
Oh, you're
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Spain.
Oh, that's right.
We're all under one God. We're all.
We all. the
That's
same.
true. That
We
is
all
true.
the same.
Yeah,
Did you like Rickles, Bobby?
I loved him.
He
I
was
never met
like
him, but yeah.
he was like my father, my second father. And Bob finally, he didn't like comics. He wanted to be the funniest guy. It was anyway. He didn't like to hang out with comics too much. But I kind of wedged Bob in, and eventually Jeff Ross. He didn't like Jeff at first, but he did. And he was the great, he was just the funniest, greatest. But my wife always said, "You're not Rickles, don't do it." But he used to, we're all the same. The Greeks, the Filipinos, the Puerto Ricans. Well, the Puerto Rican. Schmuckbait. I had to tell him what schmuckbait meant. Like he invented it,
Yeah.
but he didn't know the term. And I think Sarah Silverman, I said, "You doing schmuckbait? What schmuckbait? I'm just doing Rickles. You reel him in. You know, guys.
Yeah.
And,
Have you been to the Philippines?
I have not. No, my wife went like 10 years ago, I think, and she said it was beautiful, but it was dangerous. I guess, right?
No, not dangerous.
It's not dangerous anymore.
We were just there.
We were just
a
Oh,
couple
really?
months ago,
Maybe
yeah.
she went to the wrong Philippines.
What island is she from?
I don't know.
You guys travel together?
Yeah, because
Yeah, we travel together.
We're still working on a couple.
No, that's
projects.
2 rooms. You get 2 rooms. You
Two
stay.
rooms.
stay-
I get my own hotel
Seriously?
room.
Yeah. And he tells me, he comes home and he tells me all about his dates, and I listen.
That's great.
Does it turn? Is it a turn on? Or?
Yeah, how do you feel about it? Because this is like,
Truly.
how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I feel like I like participating in your life.
You
you
do?
know? I really do.
You don't feel
Initially, it was hard because I didn't want to hear it, but by the time I was ready to hear it, it was really nice. It was sweet.
You're younger than?
Yeah, I'm old.
But I'm not that
Well,
young.
I'm
Say
the oldest
that.
one.
I'm 38.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 51.
He's
Are you?
51.
Yeah.
Your wife's younger too. So's mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, well, how many? What's the year's difference?
What's the point in being in show business to do anything different?
Yeah. What's the year's difference?
14 years with me.
Oh wow, yours?
3. What's weird? Why is that so funny?
Sounds black. Sounds racist.
Deep Asian. I started,
Deep
You never met Deep Asian?
You don't know Deep Asian?
No, I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, that's the Deep Asian.
Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
I started an e-commerce business with a close friend of mine a couple years ago, and it's been doing well. But this partner of mine just one day went up and said, "Fuck it, I'm done." Because we weren't making what he imagined. Now I'm stuck picking up the pieces and also contemplating our friendship. Some friends of mine say, don't go into business with your friends. But in hindsight, it's 2020, and those schmucks
I don't
have
see how this is apropos to me whatsoever.
those
Give it a
schmucks-
chance, Neil.
And those schmucks have no balls to go into business. I'm really at a crossroads. I don't want to give up my business, but I also don't want to hold grudges. Should I hate my friend for throwing up his gloves? I mean, you guys have all worked with people in business.
Well, if he's no longer working with this guy, just continue the business without him. Is that what the case is? Or is he still, why would he hold a grudge if, buy him out or whatever it might be? You know what I mean? Either find another fucking partner or do it yourself.
I mean, it's like if you went into show with, let's say Theo, and then like the 11th hour, Theo says, "Fuck this," and now you're left to be the only one handling everything.
First of all, Bobby's the one who's going to say "fuck this."
I don't think so in that situation.
No?
Ooh,
Okay.
quick to respond.
Yeah, I don't think it, okay. You know what I mean? And I resent that.
No,
And I
I
resent
know.
that. Thank you.
You know
I
what's
resent
funny?
that.
In your defense, that's a coin toss.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think in that specific situation with me and Theo, I think I'm the one that's kind of pushing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm the one. Let's come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Right? And he's kind of like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever, man. Whatever you
Yeah.
want. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like, you know. But in that situation, but is he losing? What I'm asking is he still in the business with this guy?
No.
Then what's the problem?
Well, I think it's the idea of going in with someone that you're a team, and then they're like, you're building this thing, and they just bounce.
Right. Then you have the business to yourself.
That
make
doesn't-
more money.
I mean, again, if the guy was fair to him and the business is still in existence, I mean, it's like, are you lonely? What's the problem?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like then get another partner.
Yeah.
And also, you have to allow people. It's like when someone breaks up, like the woman who broke up with him. It's like, yeah, you can't. There's a line from that movie from our youth, Bobby, The Truth About Cats and Dogs. Yeah, where she said you can't argue your way out of Dumped. It's like
Yeah.
you can't argue your way out of like, I don't want to do this anymore. You can't force someone to do jack shit.
Yeah. You know, my therapist told me the other day, Bobby, you're allowed to change your mind.
Yeah, yes.
You're
and that was
allowed-
a complete sentence.
Yeah.
As long as you are dignified and kind about it. I think like
Yeah.
a huge Asian comedy star, Ali Wong. I mean, huge
Asian comedy star.
Fuck it. And on Netflix multiple times. With animated, just her, fucking a movie. I mean, she's got the
Yeah.
full fucking
I audition for her stuff. I
portfolio.
never get them.
That must
So
be
yeah, so
pretty
I
hard
understand. I understand.
Must be
Very
pretty
difficult.
hard.
The line's long.
to
Yeah.
You could of course be her stunt double.
It
Now,
hurts. Audition for that. Couldn't get it.
fuck, Bobby.
Hurts.
Bobby, we got to get you back into class. Allie always says, clarity is kindness.
Yes.
Clarity is kindness. So if you're clear and you're like, hey, I know that this is gonna fucking hurt, and I hate doing it, but this is where I am. I think it's fair. Like if that's what
If the clarity doesn't come as a blindside, if you cannot just drop a bomb on someone without, that to me is not kindness at all. If someone were to just pretend that everything was hunky dory for 8 years and then one day say, "Hey, today I want this is over. I don't want this. I hate all of these things about you, and I'm done." But
well, that sounds like this guy sounds like he had a chain. Like he's not mad at the guy.
Yeah.
He just is like, I think you can say, I don't want to date you anymore. And you are allowed to blindside, I mean, so to speak. But if you go, I never tell people why I don't want to date them anymore. Cause I don't want them to obsess about it. You know what I mean? Like, cause most of the time when people tell you why, it's the girl broke up with me 10 years ago or more than that, 11 years ago. Cause she said I was gay with Gerard Carmichael. He came out 10 weeks ago. So she saw something that literally neither of us were aware of. Like I didn't upset, like you just wanted to break up with me.
Yeah.
So like those rude reasons why, I think it's like, I don't think we're a good match or it doesn't work for me or whatever. I think there's a way to, instead of sort of like, hey, just kind of hinting. What do? You hint? Because that to me is ruder because you're lying for 3 months.
I think
if not
where I'm
more.
getting at is if you're not addressing the problems on the way, like if you're just internalizing everything because you don't have the balls to have uncomfortable conversations along the way, and then one day you just hit your limit and you're like, fuck it, I'm done. This is done. I think you.
But I think you're talking again. Your tone is like, "Fuck!" Is you're flipping the table?
Because
what I'm saying is, you bring stuff up along the way. They fix it. They don't. Because I think you can fix stuff, and people are like, "I still don't like it."
The reason is because I've been on the other end of that. I've been the one who's been just so brutally honest, and I thought I was being clear and kind, when in fact I was being fucking cruel.
I agree, but I think the tone is what you're talking about. Like you said, brutally honest. Allie's saying clarity is kindness. It's not like harsh clarity. It's like, look, I feel awful because I don't think this relationship can continue. And even when people are blindsided, I think it's because they put up their own blinders. I think every human being, and you and I could probably attest to this more than every human being senses every single
That's a really
relationship.
good point. You're right.
You can sense every single fucking what everyone thinks. I know what everyone thinks of me, and everyone think when people go, like so and so doesn't like me. You're right.
So you're saying we sort of, we're always going to sort of see it coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I mean, I personally do. Like if you're honest, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been like blindsided. You can, it's almost like, I remember I dated a girl and you said, that's the craziest girl I've ever seen.
Wait, I did?
Yes.
Wait.
Said something to the effect of, this is 12 years ago.
Okay.
And you were like, that girl's energy is so crazy. And the minute I met her, I thought I had the premonition that I was going to yell, get the fuck away from me to the girl.
Right.
But she was so hot.
She was hot.
Yes.
I do remember now.
Yes.
Oh, very hot.
Yes.
But she was, I just could tell.
Fucking
No.
bonkers.
Bonkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I got why you were there.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody did. She did.
Yeah.
You have a really
I
good
actually
radar
said to her when
for
I-
crazy hot chicks.
When
I do.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
yeah.
I can't even, because I've seen comics go, she's hot though. And I go, yeah, but how do you deal with, because that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Nutting is not worth dealing with craziness.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I actually said to her toward the end, I go, look at you. You know how crazy you have to be for me to not want to date you? Fucking look at you're fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And you're so out of your mind.
Out of your mind.
Yes, that I cannot. So like I knew, and that's exactly how it ended.
Like when you see a really ugly fat man dating a really hot chick.
Right.
He's just absorbing. He's that one guy going, I'll do it. I'm never going to get this. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to absorb all
Well,
these.
yeah,
come
like
around
his
again.
nerve endings are shot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? His organs are at 40%, nothing's really working. So I could understand he has the bandwidth for that level of insanity.
Who? Which the fat
old
guy?
man.
Oh, he,
The old fat man. The old fat man.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you know about his nerve endings.
Yeah. The nerve endings are.
But you know what I also love is because a lot of people say, I'll think to myself, I know that company or they don't like me. And then sometimes my therapist or my AA sponsor will go, it's in your head, right?
Sometimes,
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it
but
is.
I love it when I'm right. So I love it when I'm
best.
So this is what happened. So I was, for years, right? I just, in my head, I would tell people, Comedy Central as a company, they just aren't fans.
Right.
And my manager and people would go, no, it's in your head. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? Stop thinking that. And then, so Jordy Fox, or Elner, right? Mm-hmm. Who was one of the executives there.
I love
Yeah.
Jordy.
I love him too.
Yeah, good dude.
I've started with him, and I would die for that guy. He's the best, right? He went to All Things Comedy, and so I was hanging out with him maybe a month ago at the 50th anniversary at the Comedy Store, and he goes, I've always been a fan. I go, I know, because you've always called me and tried to help me, and he goes, and I'm sorry that Comedy Central wasn't a fan.
And you started crying.
No, I go, I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My instincts aren't wrong about these things.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fine to fucking. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they, yeah. But this thing that I told you about elitism,
Yeah.
and there's a group, that is true. There is that thing. It's not in my
Yes.
head.
No, it's not in your
right?
head.
But I think thinking that you were a part of it
Yeah.
is not true.
It's fucking fundamentally not true.
All right. And I got that today.
Because I'm in the same boat where I'm like, these people, like,
Yeah.
even no one wants me to be in stuff. They go, you write it. Like, and it's like, I don't want to, dude, I haven't done that in fucking forever. I'm not bombing I'm like killing as hard as all the people you want to work with. So what's the matter with me? But it's, no, everyone, once they see you a certain way, they see you a certain way.
I think,
a question.
But one last thing, real quick though. I think you're right, because the Instagram post that I did see you were in a photo with Nick Kroll, Ali Wong, and John Mulaney, but you were on the side, kind of popping your head in.
Yes.
That's what.
And it got
That's what I
cropped.
got. It got
They
cropped.
Right.
Right. You were in the core.
No, somebody cropped it in a way that your eye did not go to me.
Right. And also, it also looked like you were walking into the shot.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you weren't really supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
You're gonna say
like
something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. So let's suppose, Comedy Central doesn't like you, and the other, it's just in your head.
right.
Regardless of what it is, how does that determine how you feel about yourself, how you cope with it, or how you move forward?
I think the general rule is, and this is a fact in life, not everyone is gonna like you.
Yeah.
You're gonna. It's just the nature of life.
So you're saying, regardless of what it is, you're going to proceed as you proceed anyway. So what is the point of trying to deliberate which one it is? Do they like me? Do they not? Is it Comedy Central? Is it in my head? It doesn't matter. You're going to stay in this. You've chosen.
And that's what I fucking have done.
That's right,
I haven't
baby.
stopped.
But to your other thing, it's like you have to do a danger assessment. You have to know, like, is it worth pitching when they go, we should pitch somewhere, and you go, there's no point in pitching there. No, we shouldn't. You're like,
I see.
I'm telling you, I know the lady. The last time I saw her energy was so foul. There's no point.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I can read human energy.
Yeah.
And that's bad human energy. Now, I have misread it a couple times, but like, I think I've been right more than wrong.
Yeah, you are right. It's weird. There are some instances. Is that a right word? Right? Incidences?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. Where
They're never going to tell you. They're afraid.
Right. Where I'm auditioning for something, and I walked out of there literally going, they hated me, and I've gotten it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So there are those moments, right? But I'm going to say the story again. I don't give a fuck, right? And I'm going to say the company. I pitched to Adult Swim, and in room, this is way before Tiger Belly, really. And a week later, I just happened to be at the party, and the guy I pitched to was there, and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, dude, you should come in and pitch something." And the fury in my heart, right? It's still there. If you open my heart, that would be there. You would say Adult Swim.
An heirloom.
An heirloom,
A
right.
grudgy baby.
A grudgy,
heirloom.
right. Anyway, hey, Neil, that was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure was all mine.
Now, let me ask you this. How are you feeling about, is your resentment toward Tiger Belly diminished a bit?
I never had any resentment. It's, what do you have when you feel rejected by something?
Right.
Like, you feel defensive and like misunderstood, but I wasn't like, fuck them.
Do you feel defensive and misunderstood right now?
No. I feel, you know how I feel?
Yeah.
Vindicated.
Okay. You know how I feel?
Because
Feel
you know
a-
what? You know what I'm going to confidently say?
What?
Top 20 guest of all time.
All right. And can I tell you what I feel?
Go ahead.
Guilt and shame not having you on sooner.
That's all you can ask for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I apologize.
I accept.
Wow. Any shows?
Anything? Yeah. Let's promote your little, promote your
I'm
little play.
I'm doing my play. Jesus.
God.
Aunt Bobby. Neil's doing a play. No, I'm doing a stand-up one-man show. I'm going to be in Phoenix soon, 9, 10, 11 July.
What room?
And then,
theater?
No, I'm doing the club because they didn't.
Stand Up
the
Live?
theater wasn't available. Think so.
Okay.
One of them.
It's probably Stand Up Live.
Go on my website. And I'm doing the Comedy Works in Denver because there were no theaters available.
One of the best rooms in America.
Totally agree. June 30th, July 1st and 2nd. And then hit view all, please. Chicago is sold out. Chicago's the next one. Chicago's sold out. Wow. Philly, DC, Atlanta, Jersey, a couple Jersey dates. Go on neilbrennan.com/shows. And,
Amazing.
Bobby, you going to be at Montreal?
No.
I was going to invite you to a party.
And go.
What kind of party is it?
Elitist one. Come on.
Yeah, it's the winner circle.
Really?
Yeah, it's winners.
Oh,
Winners only.
okay. I want to say this now. This is another story. This, fuck. Okay.
Grudgy baby.
Grudgy baby. Grudgy baby. Okay, so this is another one, right? So one day we were at the Comedy Store, and you look at me and you go, "Hey, you want to go to this party?" So I go, right, and it's Seth Meyers' birthday party, right. And I was on Seth and Josh, his brother.
Yeah.
They've always loved me. And
Yeah.
in fact, when Seth did the Awesomes cartoon on Hulu, I was
Yep.
one of the cast members. Seth has
Here's
always
a good one. he at one point he said he wrote a part for me, and then somehow there wasn't a part for me.
For Awesomes?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And that's my one of my closest friends. You
Right,
just
right,
go,
right.
I don't fucking know, man. Like, you can't make people do shit.
Right. So at that party, I left immediately because I want to bring this because I don't want to start a war with this guy. But I ran into a guy that I felt like I was super kind to. But then at that point, he was kind of a star. Mm-hmm. You know who it is. Yeah. And he was so rude to me. He came up to me and goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Whoa.
I'm trying to think of who it was.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you afterward.
No, I know you will.
Yeah, I will tell you afterward.
But I want
I
to
just
say
saw him
on
walking
the
his
air.
dog
What?
weeks ago. I just saw him walking his dog.
Oh, that's great. Why,
Or I don't
did you
know
run
if
over
it's
the
his
dog? But I don't know why, but you saying inviting me to the Montreal party.
Yeah, that's the. I'll invite. I'm like, yeah, come. I don't.
But I'm a
yeah.
different guy now, and I'm also in a different status in my career. Like I feel so
Right.
much more. Like I know who I am. Like I'm.
Right.
I'm Bobby Lee, man.
Yeah.
I've done too much work.
Yeah.
And things to like. I know. I know who I am.
Yeah, it's
I
just
sell
at a
out
certain
every
point
show.
you're like,
I know
yeah.
who I am.
Yeah.
I'm on great shows.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So anyway, one more time, Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
Syukuluki sa laman Fitan mo kung gani ay makabululi Purong kaya madugdug na bimbola Syukumuki ay ito Syukuluki sa laman Fitan mo kung gani ay makabululi Purong kaya madugdug na bimbola Syukumuki ay ito
You guys, May 15th at the Bourbon Room in Hollywood, myself, Bobby, Esther Pavitsky, Caroline Goldfarb, we're getting together for a night to celebrate my brand launch for Ebb Ocean Club. I'm super excited about this. We're going to have a nice night. We're going to have themed drinks. We're going to have really fun segments. We're going to have really great goodie bags. Go to the Bourbon Room website. That's where you can get tickets.
May 15th, man, at the Bourbon Room.
May 15th, Bobby and I will be there. Esther will be there. Hopefully, George and Gilbert.
You want to mingle?
If you want to mingle, you want to get a goodie bag, you want to laugh a little bit.
You like bags, right?
This is a really perfect night for beauty and comedy to sort of like have a little mini class.
Honestly, come by and say hi, man.
Come by, say hi, go get your tickets, and we'll see you there.
Go get it. Anyway, welcome to Tiger Man. Anyone that came to our Honolulu show, thank you so much for coming. It was a great show. So much fun.
Did you have a good time in Hawaii?
Really good time. Thank you for asking. A really good time. Thank you for asking. It was a really joyous time. I love being on the island. I like
Here's
being
what's
in nature.
frustrating about you in Hawaii. It's like Gilbert, me, Alex, like the whole production team. Like we're having the time of our lives. Like we're exploring places. We're eating everywhere. And
Time of my life, and I never saw you again.
and then you're just nowhere to be found.
Oh, I'm there. You can feel my presence. No, what are you talking about? I was there.
We had dinner one night and then we never saw you again.
Time of my life. Yeah, because when I go into my I go to the what are those places that the I don't know what I'm talking about, the focal points where the energy is.
Energy vortex.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Some people call it focal points. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you went louder.
Yeah. But what? You go in and out of my voice?
There you go. Is that good?
Okay, I'm so sorry. What's up? I like you, man. What a good guy. I've been hanging out with you a lot, Alex. I like you a lot.
Dude, but Alex and I, we bonded in Hawaii.
Yeah, I know. He loves food. That's why.
You guys are both fat pigs.
Yeah. You do it through food.
I do it. My love language is showing people new places to eat. That is my love language.
New places, good times. You got, dude, do you wheel right? Lately, I've been what's wrong with you, George? What? You're looking down at the screen. You're concerned because I'm not myself.
This is I have
We
two
didn't.
kids. And
We
I'm
didn't
tired.
see him in Hawaii either. He was nowhere to be
Yeah,
found.
where were you?
Get it out.
You left Saturday.
I was back here.
You're
so
back
my
here.
wife could do work on Sunday. So,
Yeah.
So you were like in and out of there. You were there for basically for a day and a half.
yep.
Yeah. You
Wow,
seem miserable
brutal.
too. I don't know why, but you kind of did.
Never miserable. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, he got the biggest pop off in Hawaii when he came out and did a little bit of pigeon.
I couldn't
Right.
believe
You
George
crazy.
chee-hooed. I like clutched my pearls, but he chee-hooed and it
The
worked.
crush.
It crushed.
Show us one, George.
No.
But please don't, no more.
I'm not on island time right now. I can't do that.
Oh God.
I just watched a lot of like documentaries about killers and stuff.
Which ones? What's the
In Hawaii.
newest one?
That was like your Hawaii experience.
Yeah.
Wait, in Hawaii you did this?
Yes, I did.
Wait, did you watch Baby Reindeer yet?
Oh wow.
I'm in third episode. I can't do it.
Why?
I don't like needy people. You know me, right? I don't like clingy people. And it just kind of, she's like embodies my biggest nightmare, really. You know?
Have either of you,
And another thing about it is like I just don't know why this guy in the beginning would even be that nice to her.
yeah.
Well, it gets into why. Like the whole after.
Let me
like,
guess.
What?
Can I guess?
You can't guess this one.
oh damn.
You cannot guess
Oh,
this
damn.
one.
Oh, so it gets real crazy.
It gets.
Well, can I try to guess?
Yes.
His fetish. Okay. His mom was like that.
Nope.
Okay.
He's also a stalker.
Nope.
Well, that's
You haven't- you haven't
seen
watched
it
it either?
either.
I watched the first 3, and it's kind of like she's the crazy one.
Keep watching. Keep watching because it is the most frustrating thing. What you think will happen actually will. You don't have it down.
He actually hooks up with her.
I will not say anything.
Oh God.
I think I'm
Look at her,
close.
she's
I think I'm
smiling.
close to it. Then
Yeah, but what?
that's insane. Did he get drunk?
Please just watch.
Okay.
Because the psychology behind like brokenness, they tap into that. It's like just when you think there's a perpetrator and then a victim, there's usually a flip there.
Is it worth it?
I think it's worth it because it's really dark. But I feel like it's worth it and like it's sad and dark.
Anyway, hey
you-
Gilbert.
Yeah.
No, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So last night I was, they set up I have a new place now. They redesigned my house. And they finally set up my little gaming kiosk
Nice.
area, And so last night I was like just kind of staring at the screen, my video game screen, and I'm going, there's nothing to play. So then I looked up Spider-Man because you said it was a good game.
Yeah.
There's no Spider-Man games. Is Spider-Man games only PlayStation?
No, it's on the PC.
No, Xbox.
Oh, it's Sony and PC.
So you can't do Xbox.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know what else to play.
Replay Fallout and then live like the TV show.
Did you finish a TV show?
No, but it's great.
I love it.
Oh, that's another thing. I have FOMO. What's FOMO mean?
Fear of missing out.
Yeah,
my
I have
God, thank you
FOMO
for that.
about it. I'm a homo. That's what I meant to say.
FOMO homo.
Yeah,
I'm a FOMO.
FOMO homo. No, because I watched the I was at the Comedy Store because I stopped by Mark Norman's podcast.
Okay.
He asked me to. Went in there, in and out, and then in the patio, everyone was watching the roast. And in my mind, I'm like, and you see all your friends on it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know how one gets invited to that. You know what I mean?
I can't imagine you weren't at least invited.
But I don't know how to get invited. I think I'm doing it wrong. So I'm just standing and watching, going, "Oh, that's for the cool people." My self-esteem is not high right now. I'll be honest with you.
But also, you hate roasts. It's just you don't
No, but like
participate
a
in
bunch
them?
of people went.
Oh, just to go.
Like Paulie, everyone was just kind of in the audience. You know what I mean?
Oh, hanging out.
Hanging out. You know what I mean? My stomach hurts.
I mean, your self-esteem shouldn't be low. He had his headline at Brea,
I saw.
and it was sold out.
Of course. Did we think any
Did we
any
think
other
any
way?
other mental
Crush.
business was going on here? Or what?
course.
And the suits were
And the
happy.
suit was all right. Good. Oh yeah. So we had somebody come out to do maybe a comedy special for me,
Oh, good.
and it was a company came out.
Yeah.
Don't bleep this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then they go 2026.
Lord.
But the worst thing is we were fearing the suits were going to be these tight people.
Yeah, because I was like, I went up there and I was like, because I was so nervous because I was like, I can't do me. I can't do my act. I
Right.
can't show my pubes. You mean I can't go cray cray, right? And then my manager and everyone in the room was like, just do your thing.
Yeah.
So then I clicked and I go, I'll just do my thing. And then afterwards I was like, oh, they're gonna go. It's too much for us. But then they were just like, oh, well, no, we're huge fans, and you know what I mean, and that we love you. You know what I mean? So
Maybe they said 2026 because they know like you need.
I write like 3 jokes every year. Yeah, I think you're right.
No, that's not where I was going.
Is that what you're
with it.
saying?
No.
Is that what you're fucking saying right
Not too
now?
far
You
off,
fucking crazy
Delilah.
lady. But anyway, I might have to poo like in the middle of this interview.
Why don't you go now?
That's fine.
Because I don't have to poo now.
But you feel it coming.
I see a knock, 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 and I go, turtle, turtle, hi, hi. I need to come out. Can I be honest with you?
I want me to. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that you just seem so healthy and happy, and I'm just so happy for you. But then it always comes to me, and it's like, you know what I mean? I always go, yeah, I got nobody, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just makes me sad. Not about you, I'm happy for you, but it's just a kind of, it's a weird week.
But you always have me.
Not fully anymore, though.
Yes, fully. Nothing changes. My friendship is unwavering. It's yours forever.
Boom.
Ah, you got Brown Mountain. And Brown Mountain, dude. You know what I mean?
It's the same. It's the same thing
No,
as saying
I
I'm
saw him,
friends
I
with
saw him.
Alex because I can't be friends with you. It's like no, I can go around and
It's
have a
different. You think I just said you never fucked Alex?
But
Did you?
But I enjoy my time with him.
Yeah, I
Alex,
enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Do we not have a blast together?
I had a blast in Hawaii. I watched fucking murder documentaries all weekend.
Yeah, we were telling you we missed him.
Yeah.
Man. None of us.
I mean, look, you did officially meet Brown Mountain.
Brown Mountain, here I come, climbing your mountain face.
I can't believe you got that moment on camera too when they met. Like you could see my face like visibly like uncomfortable because I wasn't sure.
How nice was I?
How nice was he?
Me, though. He's a nice guy. I already knew he was a nice guy, you're right? But for me, I'm like...
That is a good point.
It had to... I mean, you have to understand how I felt a month ago.
Yeah.
And so for me to get to that place,
is
I was like, oh, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm growing. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's look at I gotta get my head right because this woman, this lady, my friend, I don't even get it, man. I love her so much. No, because I saw her on the roast. She's killing it in life. You know, she's killing it in
Beyond
life.
Murder.
Killing in life. Fuckboy Island. Other shows.
No,
Fast
it's
Shows.
not. That's not the new one. Fuckboy Island is in the past.
What's the new one? The other one? What's the new
It's
one?
the one on CW.
CW.
Yeah.
She's a new one. New one?
Lovers in Paradise.
Lovers in Paradise.
Lovers and liars.
Lovers and Liars.
She's moved on to another one. Like just
All the
she's in
network.
everything.
Everything.